Hello, I'm PS3 and welcome back to the video. So one of my favourite things about the brand new Glide minigame, which just released for Minecraft on our consoles, is the fact that it includes a leaderboard built into the game. This means you can compare your score against your friends, but also against the world at large, so you can get bragging rights amongst your friends, or in my particular case, I actually have the #1 score in the world as of recording. That won't last for long, don't get me wrong, because no one will beat the score, especially if you use this run, but I figured why not upload, the video of me doing that, particular world record run, so you can see it yourself if you want to, but also so you can learn the strategy, learn the routes, and just learn a little bit more about the Glide minigames. That's what I'm doing with today's video. I'll show you the full run right now like I'm doing, and then I'll show you kind of broken down on some of the micro decisions I'm making. Hopefully you'd all enjoy the video. Like it if you do like it, because it helps out the channel and lets know you do like this Glide minigame. I want to keep on seeing more stuff like this so you can get better yourself, because I think I'm going to try and master the ring game mode next. I think it's like number 5 in the leaderboards for that right now. But with that said, yeah, you're seeing right now this is the very kind of last stretch of the run that I just did, and the cool thing about this minigame that I just wanted to mention before I say anything else and talk about the little mini strategies is the fact that the reason that I really enjoyed playing this over and over again today is not only the competitiveness of trying to beat the leaderboards, but also knowing that, the game itself teaches you a valuable skill about using the Elytra in, Minecraft in general, because you learn a lot more about awareness of, like, what's around you and how close you can go to walls, and you'll really see that as we go into this a second time in slow motion. But for now, just so you can see it, here is, as we go back to the lobby, I'll check the leaderboards, and you'll see that that is, in fact, at least as of recording, the #1 score in the world, which just felt kind of cool. But anyway, let's play back, and let's play this at 40% speed, so you can see some of the micro decisions that were kind of made, and you can maybe learn from this yourself. So the very first thing you'll see as I go down from the spawn is you want to get the speed to pretty high as fast as you humanly can. I make a really big dip like you would if you were playing the Elytra in survival, because getting height is really easy, so you want to convert your height into speed as fast as you can. However, you want to avoid that big boost of air just below me right there, because that's kind of important. However, the gust of winds, the forward direction things, are something you always want to get. Again, the upwards kind of draft is something you want to avoid at all costs if you want a fast time, because there are very few situations where they're required, and they really slow you down, even in those. However, these boosts will just give you the opportunity to get the height if you want it, but also they give you a lot of speed if you want to do stuff like I'm doing, which is culling through this shortcut right here. So you'll notice that every single opportunity in this run, I go as close to the walls as I humanly can. This isn't me just being, IVX Danger Cat. This is actually a key part of the fact that if you're taking the shortest route around the course, it does involve you culling as close to walls as you can. Again, you want to avoid like waterfalls and stuff, but if you're cutting close to walls and you're really culling as close as you humanly can, again, at some coasters I'm not going quite as close as I'd like to, but I'm like literally within like half a block off the wall at almost every single point, and this is a good sign. This is like the kind of extreme level of it, but it's something you want to keep in mind regardless. So another thing you want to keep in mind is the fact that very rarely do I waste speed. This is a particular example where I'm going to kind of just about do it by taking a really sharp turn. This is because I wanted to get in here at just the right angle, because this dirt shortcut is one of the hardest to do in this entire map, but once you master it, and I still don't know if I've entirely done so, once you master it, that's something you really learn right there. The next thing you want to keep in mind is, again, we've got some drafts coming up. In this particular case, I really like to go between those two drafts right there, because, again, you want to avoid going through those as often as you can. However, sometimes you need them for the height, and if you do need them for the height, only go through one. Never bounce from one to the other, because the amount of time you waste in between them is pretty bad. Again, avoiding one more gust of wind, because they are just that terrible. To go through this speed thing right here, and you'll notice I go upwards in this speed thing. This is something I do in every single one in the track. You'll notice if you go back and watch. This is because if you go upwards in them, there's more time spent within them, you get a longer boost, and it also means you can get more height, of course, which is handy, because it means, again, less time spent in the drafts. That's a pretty key part of what I'm going to say in this whole thing, and it's just kind of a nice little part of it. So, yeah, as well, now we're on the final part of the run. You'll notice I take this route, which seems like it's inherently slower. You might have thought, no, there's a shortcut there, Toy Cat, but again, based on my testing and going over and over again, this does seem like it is the fastest route. Besides one little thing here, which is, hilling the wall and, like, going through there, pretty much every part of this was the most optimized route I could find. I'm sure there is a way to, potentially do it better that will work out at some point in the future by taking damage at just the right moment, but at least in the way I'm doing it, which is, like, trying not to take damage at least, and, trying to just do as fast as possible, that's as much as I can do. So just keep in mind at the end here, I started playing as safe as possibly, because I was like, wow, this might actually be the record. I should have gone a lot closer to the ceiling, and then used all of my height going, diagonally down to the floor, but I did just, for the most part, just decide, let's just get there as fast as possible, let's not mess it up, and that is how I got the time of 1 minute, 10 seconds, and 0.49 milliseconds. So, just one more time at full speed, you'll kind of see all the stuff I just mentioned, where I'm, like, going right next to the wall. You'll see how I'm, like, avoiding everything by just a little bit, going into the speed boost for as long as I can, and again, in most cases, trying to get an upward speed boost from it, and that can kind of just help you understand the run here, and that's why all these things that look a little bit crazy, at fast time, are really kind of handy to spot slow motion, that you can then kind of see one more time and realize what it is to learn. I think flying the Elytra is quite a difficult skill, skill in Minecraft, but there's a lot you can learn by just going into it over and over and over again and practicing until it makes perfect. Learning just how close you really can get to a wall, just how soon before it you should turn at any given speed, and yeah, again, I really was quite grateful for the experience I got with Elytra during all of this. But with that said, we're going to move towards the very end here. This is the last shortcut where I'm sure there's like a second to be made up, because going to the right there seems like it's faster, even though it literally cannot be, as far as I can tell. But maybe if you get just the right amount of boost, you can fly all the way to the boost. Again, I'm sure there's some way to do it, but as far as I can tell, not quite. So yeah, we're coming to the very home stretch here, and you can see the very start of me messing up, because I came so close to hitting the ceiling there. I was just like, no, let's not fail at the very last hole there. So yeah, I'm sure 1 minute 8, 1 minute 7 might be possible. I think anything below 1 minute, and let's say below 1 minute, is probably going to be a hack time. And if you see like 0 minutes, 1 second, that's also going to be a hack time. But just in case you want to know, there is how you get the world record in Minecraft for Glide. I had a lot of fun doing it. Hopefully you had some fun watching the video. Like if you did like it, because it helps out the channel a lot. Let us know you do like this sort of video. Share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if subscribed, you'll see them daily on your homepage. I had a lot of fun playing this minigame, and I'm really looking forward to the new maps now, just because it was such an absurdly fun day, like just trying to really master it over and over again, and now I have beaten even the 4J guys, which feels pretty good, if I'm being honest. So thank you very much for watching. This is my one opportunity to brag, so I'll cut it short now, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!